Okay, should we start? Skip the week. Let's see. Actually, I want to share. Not that one, not that one. This one. Yes. Okay. Welcome to the Foundational Infrastructure Working Group. Let's see. Yeah. First off, I've been experimenting with some of the security settings in the Bosch repo. Because why not, right? There's all sorts of new features that you nowadays can enable. So there's dependabot alerts, code scanning alerts, and secret scanning alerts. I've enabled the 3 of those. So the people that I don't know who actually can see this. I don't think it's public, so I think you need at least some permissions on this repo to be able to see it. But yeah, some dependabot stuff where it found things in some sort of the blob store load tests. It didn't find much in the rest, which is kind of good. So
there's 10 secret scannings.
yeah, I know, but I cannot like show that on a public recording.
That's true.
Also, they are all of them are in really old files. Like I think it's one is in the AWS CPI from back when it was still incorporated in like the Bosch like main repo. So like there's stuff from
Okay.
the old days. Not
old
really
days.
a problem. More of a it's nice like once we have triaged these things, then because we should at least try if these keys are disabled. I assume so because they are really old, but let's make sure that they are. But then like it will also, if you try to push something with a key in it, it will prevent you from pushing. So that is actually quite a nice feature. If you try to push it, will blow up your machine. Yeah, it's awesome. Remote detonation. Let's see. Let's go over PRs first. Ooh, this is what happens when we skip a week.
No. It was yesterday. Most of them are.
Oh, this is yesterday.
Yeah,
Wow.
because there was only I already went through it like on Monday. So.
Wow, that's quite a lot. Even a Bosch VirtualBox CPI PR. Oh, okay, from that
Yes. Yeah, that's me. Someone made an issue in the.
Oh, this is related to that change from Brian, right?
Yeah, and there was created an issue in the from the Eagle Rainbow dude, and he
yeah,
and yeah, this is what needed to be removed.
okay.
Yeah, simple addition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plan patches.
Yeah, I haven't tested it. if he says it's tested, then I believe him.
Yeah, I think that's the policy with plan patches, right? Like if they are
Yeah.
community contributed, so it's more on them to test them.
And it looks same. It's,
I mean, this is a nice touch.
emails going off because you are closing.
We have so many, we need to go through it quickly. Okay.
I wonder when we reach the GitHub API rate limits during the meeting.
Yeah. Yep, another one.
Probably not. No, this one I had already reviewed and I had some comments. Like I was wondering, like, why, if we're gonna do this, why not just do it like
So
at the instance level?
I know that tags is one big mess. Because
sure,
it's
but
CPI
why?
specific and there's a lot
No,
of
it's not CPI specific.
no for so in here it's not specific, but
No, so this is like the director code, and I know that there were some CPIs that supported tags before it was supported by the director, right? So that's why you can also sometimes set it through cloud properties. That is a bit of a mess. But like, I don't see a reason why the director, like the tags that are supported through the manifest, right? The top level ones and this is about like instance level ones. I think it makes sense to do it properly. Like there's no reason to take a shortcut and try to put it in Bosch env, right? Conceptually, it doesn't make sense. Maybe it's the easiest way to implement it. That is the reason I could see to do it this way. But yeah, I mean, like if we do it this way, it will stay that way, right? We never have a chance to
yeah, true.
change that in the future.
Yeah, we will validate it. I think that was our first idea, but yeah, we will have a look.
Yeah, it is probably a bit more work, right? And because that, like the instance planner is, or the default deployment plan code, it's quite complex. But I think
Yeah.
it would be the better place to put it. So
We will have a look.
okay.
It's a
Thanks.
good opportunity to win that play.
Yes, it's a perfect opportunity to learn.
Yeah, that's true.
You just don't want to do it, Ruben.
No, I'm not gonna do it myself. No, yeah, I don't have the time, but and if people really get stuck, maybe it's also a nice maybe reaching out to Joseph Palermo would be a good opportunity to do some pairing or something like a bit when you really get stuck, because I think he is the most familiar with that piece of the director code base.
Okay. Yeah.
And he is also a tech lead in the open source, like Beyan and I. So he's just in a different time zone, so makes it a bit more difficult. But still, there is that option. Yes, comments. Where did we land on this one? Beyan, I believe we had a discussion about this, right?
Yes. You suggested to what was the last suggestion?
I think the place to like this should So on the agent side, we should allow setting a regex or something for getting rid of a prefix. And then we can inject that through the agent settings into the different stem cell targets, right? Different. So we basically make it IS specific, because I understand the problem, but like my main concern is with like the fact that this works when you're splitting it on a specific character that might change in the future, right? And like yeah, it has too wide of an impact.
So yeah, I understand that for more flexibility, but
It's also
could
about
also be
scope,
just an-
right? And main to be.
yeah, it could also be just an idea to just have, when you have the idea, and just do basically a wildcard glob in front and behind it, because if that idea exists, it only exists once.
No, but that was the problem, right? There's a few characters.
Yeah, there's
in
now a few
front, like,
characters in
make it
front
so
of
that
it.
you.
So we can either do this in the code for the wildcard, or we can say this for IS specific and still do wildcards in the back in the agent level.
The problem is that you want, in this case, you want to get rid of some,
Yeah.
right? Was that the case?
Yes, yeah.
But that is an IS specific thing, right? It happens to be that on both Ali Cloud and AWS, splitting on a dash or something fixed it. Was it? Oh no, it was an underscore. Was it an underscore? That was actually the thing.
No, it's always the prefix with dash.
With the dash. Okay.
Yeah, with the dash.
Just the test is testing when underscore is presented, it doesn't do anything wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, but that, like, it took us a while to get to like the actual problem, or at least it took me a while, right? Because the code that's written is really abstract. Like you don't know a lot of like what you will actually encounter on the in the IS, and then you have to go through this issue to find that. So yeah, that will be a bit of a maintenance issue in the future. So by making it IS specific, right? So you don't split on a dash, but instead just get rid of a prefix, because the prefix is always the same in a specific IS, right? For Ali Cloud, it was. Wait, where's the issue?
It is
So,
virtual dash.
yeah, so basically you want to get rid of this prefix on Ali
Right.
Cloud. And it's something different on AWS, right?
But
Yep.
if you always have
So-
that ID, like now the GW8887 something.
The issue is you're not getting the correct the real IDs from the CPI. You're getting something different on AWS and on Ali Cloud.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is actually the thing you want to get rid of, right? You want to
Yeah.
get rid of the D dash. That is the thing, right? So
Yeah, for
D
AWS.
dash
Yeah.
you want to get rid of so that the glob will match these things.
Oh, this is the AWS, I think, error with the D.
Yeah, but the D is AWS, and for Ali Cloud it was something.
Oh,
else.
and then it is vol probably for Ali Cloud.
It's the other way around. Yeah, it's vol for AWS and D slash is for Ali Cloud.
Dash. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So, but allowing flexibility. So if we can define a regex per IS and put that in this file, right? So you have Porsche Linux stem cell builder, and then you have say something agent settings, I think agents. So for example, AWS agent settings apply, right? Here you already have the device pod resolution type. right? So if we all would also have a property here to define the device path resolution prefix or something, or I don't know, a better name, but like something, right? And then that could, in this case, just be vol dash, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the code changes would be pretty like similar, or it's more about like where you put the responsibility, right? Like the agent at that point will still be like IS agnostic in that sense, and the IS specific things will be in the stem cell builder. That would make me way more comfortable with this change, or with, yeah, the solution.
Yeah, we maybe can comment on the
To explain that. Yeah, but I like we have many things to go over, so I will do that afterwards. Or,
yeah, okay. But yeah, it's also more. We wanted to make it somehow IS specific. We tried with the CPI discussion was over to do it over the CPI, but it's not possible over the CPI, and that's why doing over the stem cell is more appropriate. Yes.
Yeah, I think that is because in the end it was also like it is probably something that was also has an OS aspect to it. Maybe like if you update to a new version of Ubuntu, these names might change again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks
I
like
don't know, like maybe this was something because of Jemmy, right? So then doing it at the stem cell level and making it configurable there, I think is the right place to do it.
Yeah. At least because of Jamie, AliCloud has issues with the path, with the volume path. And that's why if the ID resolution doesn't work, then also with the path does, yeah. Because of path changes, we discovered the ID resolution doesn't work. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Can everybody live with that solution? Is that like, can we move forward with that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I think it's a general approach to go over the stem cell when you have here specific things to integrate in the agent. I think we can maybe somehow also document somewhere that it, I don't know, let's see.
Yeah, the thing is, it's such a specific thing that you need to wrap your head around. Like, so by the time we find another one of these issues, we probably forget that we have documentation about it. So
Yes.
yeah, maybe add a note somewhere in the CPI. I don't even know what the appropriate place for that would be. We don't have docs on the stem cell builder.
Yeah. Maybe it's time to start with ADRs.
Is this also
Made another one, dude.
really busy?
Yeah, we'll test it tomorrow.
Yeah, I will assign you and some other people. Oh, yeah.
Let's suggest Johannes approve for the Bosch.
Oh, now I need to. Oh, this one, right? Yeah. Pending review. Do you want to test this? This
Oh, it's
is
OpenStack. I don't have OpenStack.
So I mean that he showed the error. It even says that you mean, and I mean,
Yeah, I would
just
say
approve
yes.
this.
Maybe you
It
can
is,
maybe you can add something like we open source we support by I think
Hmm.
we don't test the open source stuff, the OpenStack stuff. Should we add a comment that this is fine, but we cannot validate it?
Yeah. Well, interesting. Someone from Poland who is using OpenStack and Bubble.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Yeah.
I even got an OpenStack job offering today.
Nice. Congratulations.
UI for OpenStack.
Yes. Yeah, I am not convinced that we should have a drain script in OSConf. I don't know what the discussion was.
So it was in the similar direction, and we had the same decision, I think, at that time.
You should all remember this. You were all you all responded to.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I
It's
mean,
only a year ago, a year and a half.
yes, hacky workarounds. And I mean, like that's what they're doing, right? So the fact that they're installing a thing through a pre-start, like, yeah, they should just create a push release. Which is what I said here. So,
Oh, okay.
but I'm gonna,
No, I
like,
now
if
understand
you're,
what he's trying to do.
yeah, he wants to install some sort of security agent, which is sometimes taking disk hostage. So he wants to have a drain to be able to resolve that. But if you're gonna go through that level of effort, you're better off creating a push release.
Yeah, but this is basically the OSConf, so this is basically the generic do whatever you want things, right?
Yeah, but I don't want, like, we have the pre-start, which is the
Yeah, I mean, but in
generic
OSConf,
whatever
there
you
are
want.
already a lot of these. OSConf is basically a mix of hacks into one
Yeah.
watch release, right?
I know, but we don't like, at some point it starts to be, it's better for you to create a release instead of using OSConf hacks, right? So that was the discussion we had last time.
Okay.
where we said like when they ask for a pre-stop, right? We don't want to expose all the lifecycle hooks because it is basically a really like a big code smell, right? If you start having a need for those types of things, then that's probably a sign that you should start creating a BOSH release because it's not worth the effort of just hacking all your shell scripts in your manifest. I mean, it would be way easier to just create a BOSH release. And also, I mean, like Benjamin is from like Any9s. He maintains some BOSH releases in the open source. So I mean, he knows how to do it, right? So
Yeah, okay, good.
but I want to leave it open because I responded 3 hours ago. So I want to at least give him an opportunity to respond.
Yeah, I know we had some a long time ago. We removed also like Chi Ruby stuff. It's just a nasty dependency.
But in this case, it's the dependency on brew that is the problem, right?
Yeah. Because now it was always depending on brew, and now it's not. But so yeah, it's now backwards compatible of how people were seeing that how it behaved. But yeah.
Yeah, but they still use CH Ruby on Windows, right? So I think it's fine. SPR. It's a nice.
Yeah, I think Chi Ruby
makes
is
their
outdated.
development.
And
Sure, but that would be a different PR. We cannot
Okay.
ask them to get rid of it.
Okay.
I mean, you can do it.
Just merge them. No.
Yeah.
Do you want me to?
No.
Do you want me to say
Yes.
an okay on it as well?
I mean, like I'm so like BOSH bootloader is more of a community thing, right? So that, or I mean, it is all community, but that one is like has more of a best efforts type of status in my mind.
I will
Less
accept it as well.
straightforward.
Then I will just accept it. Yeah, I accepted it, so you can merge it.
Interesting. Oh, for BOSH bootloader.
Yeah,
Everybody is jumping on BOSH bootloader. It looks like BOSH bootloader is the new like the next best thing. Everybody thinks it's like really amazing now, and all of a sudden we haven't had so many contributions.
I'm quitting. I'm already sorry about doing this.
You start the wave, Ramon.
I don't like to make waves. It's those are big changes. Well, it's not big changes, but there are a few things which I said was the other ones are just Gomega changes and linting changes. But there are a few functions that were removed, and I was like, should that be removed?
I mean,
I
all
didn't
of
respond on it
compile.
yet, so I don't know.
Okay. But do we have reviewers here assigned?
No.
Let's fix that.
So let's update also the status of the in discussion pending review.
Yes. Which one was it?
The last three, I think we already.
We only need to do update contributing MD, and that's the only one that we still have.
It was this one, right? Yeah. So this one is now in review, and this one is
And the drain one also, the last one, job forecasting.
Yeah, James is also pending.
yes. I'm gonna find someone else because Benjamin hasn't been active in a while. What did I do? Doesn't help.
Andy is popping up quite.
That's because he is an admin.
Oh, okay.
This just shows the people that have access.
Okay. I was surprised that he's so.
So this is just some bots and the Foundation Infrastructure Working Group and the TOC. So, yes.
Yeah, I think it's good.
Yeah, that seems really old. This is from the time that Bosch was still written. The Bosch CLI was written in Ruby.
Yeah,
That's
old.
really old.
I think we can just merge it. Just say group.
This is a docs improvement. Thanks.
We try to improve and also contribute more. So also with
Yeah, I
small
think
changes.
that's good. Like these are good contributions, right?
Yeah. So yeah.
It shows that he read the README, which is like something we all probably didn't do in a long time. Appreciate it. Oh, it was a contribution, Andy. And another one.
Yeah, it's already a few things are outdated. I don't know.
I'm worried that there are PRs that are fixing the same things at this point.
It's reasonable.
Which working group meeting? Not ours.
No,
This
not
is
the
the
one
stuff.
where it
This
should
means
be.
I feel a donation. We're gonna move something from one working group to another.
Woohoo.
How you can, this is our most active project now.
yeah, okay, sure, yeah. But activity comes with a cost of having to review.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still waiting
Yeah.
for leftovers to be fixed, and then I can push some big fixes.
Yeah, for Azure, right? And AWS, like all the
Azure, AWS, the building it for ARM, building the CLI for ARM architectures.
Yeah, so I will wait with enabling our security checks on this repo. There's
Yeah,
already a
that's
lot of outdated dependencies that should be fixed by then. Yeah. But yeah, it seems like we just want this one to be reviewed, right?
yeah.
Would have been nice if it referenced the other one.
I will contract that guy.
Yeah.
I will contact him on Slack.
And I added this. Yeah, because then we can leave the other one open, but we should focus on the other on this one. This one has reviewers, so let's leave it open for discussion, but not assign reviewers. Dejan, did you hear anything back for the UAA contributors for the lunch thing that they wanted to organize?
So I forwarded the information, and they are organizing themselves to have lunch. I'm not sure whether they will be able to get some budget for the lunch, but they have anyway, can have the lunch. So somehow.
Yeah,
So,
I know that.
They're on the different manager, and they need to clarify them in their department.
Okay. Yeah. We'll see. I think the people on the VMware side got approval because they already have like a team budget for like to do things like every month, so they could just use that for that. That made it easier. Getting a budget approved that isn't there is usually harder.
This year is somehow, but we have free lunch at SAP, so that.
Yes. Okay. Let's continue with the inbox. Yes, so this is prioritized, as in Joachim is working on it, right? And this is this one.
Yeah, that's also from us. We saw that for very old stem cells, the regions are missing.
Yeah, that's correct for these for Gulf West. But yeah, as Palermo said, we thought didn't make sense for people to send out a white notification. I think I told SAP, but
Yes.
I would not use them anyways because they have some critical kernel CVEs in it.
And heavy stem cells can be used, right? If there's a need.
Yes, that's still possible.
Mhm.
And from 195 we do proper tagging, so the cleanup monsters won't handle them anymore.
Okay. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna close
Yeah.
this issue because I don't think there's anything actionable. It's unfortunate, but I don't think it makes sense to spend time on trying to revive those light stem cells.
Yeah, maybe we should have a place to announce if we delete stem cells.
Yeah, what would
I
you
think we
like for
announced
that?
it. I think we announced it in Slack. That was it.
It was discussed in the Bionic channel, or no?
No, it was in the Gemi
channel then, I
specific
guess.
because it was not the Bionic one that was cleaning up. It was the Gemi one that was executed, and then
So
stopped that cleaning job up immediately because Joseph noticed it immediately when he was running the task. And then I also noticed that we don't have proper tagging for the China, the Ali-based stem cells as well. So we fixed that all in beginning of March, I think.
And for the example, you can still download the light stem cells on the official page. The link is still there.
Yes, those it's only about the AWS AMI's cleanup.
Yeah. But if the AMI is not there anymore, it makes no sense to have a download for the light stem cells.
that's not true because it's only a few regions, right? It's not everywhere, or is it everywhere?
No, it's only this region, US Gulf West one,
Yes.
that's
So
impacted.
it's only affecting a small set
Okay.
of people.
Mhm. Yeah. Okay.
And we cannot like edit the
Manifest anymore.
re-uploading
No.
this. Yeah, no, updating a light stem cell to remove one availability zone is gonna be weird.
Mhm. Yeah. Okay.
But like, where would you expect information like this? Would that be the mailing list in the future, or would Slack be sufficient?
I think Slack is sufficient.
But then in the Bosch channel, because not everyone is following the other channels. Or
Yes, that's a good point. Yeah, that was this PR, right? Okay, so we need a release, I assume. How does releasing work here? We don't have CI probably, right? Ha, Long knows how to do it. So this has been prioritized. And Ramon is working on it. Actually, it's now Long, but maybe, I don't know if Long is gonna pick it up or notice. So leave it at this. Ooh, this difficult one. Time is up. We have to cut the meeting short now. Ugh. Um,
We not find the time to look into that again.
I think there is a question from Matthias here already looked into.
Ah, yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, okay, so. Yes, so the current working theory is that when you is it scaling down workers or something?
Or they die for some reason.
Mm. So we not scale down workers.
I'm assuming the ID, or is it okay? So is it a thread-based ID or is it or is it like static, more of a configuration thing? No, not backup restore. Get out of here. Workers, another instance of direct, right? Workers here that use the worker CTL to stop. Wait, did it just get an index or it's all using the same config, right? Yeah, so it just gets an index as argument. No, oh, there's a workers drain workers. So probably if it doesn't exit like gracefully. Oh, this is so beautiful.
That was introduced in the beginning of the year.
Yeah, I know. I know. Go there. No, wait, no, there. Index. Yeah, I don't know where the index or where the ID is generated. Maybe that's an internal delayed job thing. So what we would need is we need some proof that a workers died without training, right?
Yes.
So the working theory, this basically means that if there's a task being processed and you would just kill the process and Monet would start it back up, then you would be in this state.
So we need that to validate that there is no worker with the ID which is marked in.
But shouldn't it be also maybe like a good idea to just, if a job is 2 weeks old, that we just clean it up anyways?
Yeah, but that, we have that. That's not a problem. That's all
But it's
in
currently not
place.
happening.
I thought it was. This is about leaking some of that. So there's
No, there are some,
there's
but I
tasks
think
that
they're never cleaned up.
a lot of them are, except for these ones that are in a specific state. And the question is, how do they get in this state? Before we start cleaning them up, we need to understand how they get in this state.
Yeah,
There's basically a possibility for leaking jobs, right?
yeah,
That's
that,
what
so
this is
yeah,
about.
that's one part. And the other part is they're old. If they're 2 weeks old, it's just, yeah, they can be in whatever state they are, right?
Yeah, maybe, but I mean, like that feels like not ideal. Like that would potentially hide other issues.
True.
Like
Mhm.
because if it turns out that killing your worker process while it's doing a task and not draining it actually causes this to happen, right? We might want to find a way to reschedule those jobs.
Yeah.
Actually, does that make sense? Can you safely reschedule something when a worker halfway through a task fails?
No,
No. If
No, you shouldn't.
no, you would mess things up because you cannot be sure if it's already done in the next run somewhere in a task that
But
hasn't been.
actually, like if you reschedule a deploy, like you would run into a deployment log.
Yes,
maybe you create resources which have been already created. I don't.
Yeah, but that like Bosch is really deterministic with those things, right? So the inputs should stay the same. So if a deploy failed halfway through, it just the logs would be a bit weird because you basically have like half of a task being executed, then you have a failure. So you would have to log that you're rescheduling a job. And then you start to deploy again.
But what about if it failed in the middle of this creation, for example, and this has been created on the other side?
I think it will result in scary things if you're not careful. with-
Yeah, so okay. So then you don't want to do that, which is also fine, but then you want to at least log that it's happening, right? Because you
Mhm.
still have the problem that you could be like halfway through a disk creation and
Yeah.
then you didn't persist it to the database, but you did create a disk, right? So you basically have orphaned resources.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
these are probably things that you want to log or alert about, and then like require a human to investigate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a reason why the workers are failing regularly, then you want to be aware that this happens regularly.
Yes. Yeah.
Otherwise, you never see it that your worker is dying once a day or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, because like the fact that I don't know what the interval is. Yeah, so it happens multiple times. Oh, actually, this is like it's all in one day. I have another
Yeah,
meeting.
it's a long time ago. Maybe there was an outage on the YAS provider, or I don't know anymore. But
Yeah, but they happen in like, so these look like, oh, it's all the workers are being killed at the same time or something, right? Like,
mhm.
for example, this, right? So all workers at the same time have an issue. No, yeah, in like in the same time frame.
Maybe some
But
chaos testing was going around.
But would it be possible to do a bit of investigation to see if it can be correlated to worker processes dying? That's a question for you, Max.
We meanwhile cleaned up because
No,
we
so you are not running into this regularly. It's just like on one instance you had this, or
yeah, and then you mentioned here somewhere it's fixed, and now we
Ah.
saw it some weeks ago again on one Bosch instance. So we reopened it. That yeah, it still happened, but
is that instance still around, or is that also already gone?
we're also already gone. But yeah, I think you mentioned it. It's easy to test, right? We simply can kill the process on an
That's the
VM,
assumption. Yeah.
and if it's happened then again, then yeah, we know that. So yeah, to create a long run in task is easy. Deploy something, and then kill the process on the VM and see if the task is then pending.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course we can do.
Okay, that would be perfect. I think like if we have that, then we can like decide on like how we want to deal with those cases, right? If we can confirm that that is indeed causing it, and then we can think about like how we want to add those to the cleanup, right? Maybe we want to, I don't know, just move them into a state of error or something so they get cleaned up.
Mhm.
Okay, thanks. I have to drop now. Thanks all for attending. See you all next week.
See ya.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Take care. Bye bye.